안녕하세요, 플린입니다. 네, welcome to class. Okay, so today we're going to talk about 예약하다 and 예매하다. Alright, 예약하다하고 예매하다는 어떻게 달라요? 오늘은 얘기해 볼 거예요. Alright, so if you do not know the meaning of 예약하다 or 예매하다, alright, let me show you. Okay, so if you look here in Google, it says that 예약하다 is to make a reservation and 예매하다 is to reserve. Okay, so they kind of mean the same thing, to make a reservation or to reserve. That's to reserve. Okay, so how are they different then, in Korean? When do we use which, okay, as well? Okay, so today we're going to look at the difference between both. For those who know Mandarin, all right, it'll be helpful. Okay, it's going to give you advantage. But if you do not know Mandarin, that's also fine. All right, we'll learn along the way. Okay, so the Hanja word. All right, so let's look at the Hanja word for yak. Okay, we're going to look at the Hanja word for ye, yak, and me. Okay, ye, yak, and yeme. Right, so what's the Hanja word for ye, yak, and yeme? Now, the Hanja word for yak, okay, ye, yak, the yak. All right, so like yak, so, okay. All right, so this yak over here, all right, it's actually yue. Okay, it's pronounced as yue. All right, so this is the Hanja character for yak. And the meaning for this Hanja character actually means a promise or an appointment. Again, this way you get 약속, right? It's a promise, okay, it's an appointment, all right? It's an engagement, all right? So yue here means to make a promise, to make an appointment, to reserve somebody's time or something, all right? Okay, so yue over here means promise. Okay, now let's look at the next Hanja word, which is me. Okay, so this is the Hanja word for me. 예매하다, the me. Okay, the me in 예매하다. All right, and in Mandarin, or rather in the Hanja character actually means to buy. Okay, so this means my. Okay, it's pronounced as my, and it means to buy. Okay, so whereas the earlier one was to make a promise or to make an appointment, or rather it means a promise or appointment, whereas this means to buy. Okay, so one is a promise and one is to buy. Now the last Hanja character that we're going to look at is yu, okay, which is the Hanja character for ye. Okay, so the Hanja character for ye is yu, and yu actually means in advance. Okay, the Hanja character here means in advance. Now, if we're going to put them together, 예약하다 therefore means 예매하다, which means to, in advance, make a promise. Okay, so you promise in advance, okay, and you do this thing, right? So hada means to do a advance promise. In that sense, it translates to making a reservation in advance, right? Where you are kind of like making a promise that I'll be here, okay, we're going to reserve this table because I promise I'm going to come at this timing, so leave that for me. It's an engagement, it's a promise in advance. All right, so when do we use 예약하다? Okay, so when do we use 예매하다? Okay, when do we use 예약하다? Now, first of all right, when you make a reservation at the restaurant, you can use 예약하다. You want to reserve a seat, all right? Or if, for example, you're going to go to the salon and you want to make a reservation for a particular stylist, all right? 예약하다. You make an appointment at the salon. 예약하다 할 수 있어요. Now let's look at 예매하다. Now again, remember that 매 here means to buy. Okay, when it means to buy, it means that you actually have to pay. Okay, so it means that you kind of have to pay for something. You kind of have to fork out money, okay, your credit card or your cash. All right, so what are the things that we have to pay in advance? What are the things that we buy in advance? All right, again, yeah, this is in advance. Yeah is advance. Buy. So you buy in advance. So what are the stuff that we buy in advance in the sense of to reserve? Okay, we have, for example, movie tickets. 네, 영화표. 영화표는 예매하다요. Okay, so use 예매하다 when you're talking about movie tickets. 영화표를 예매해요. 영화표를 예매해요. Right, another one is, for example, your train tickets, alright, your 기차표, your KTX 표를 예매하다. Okay, kind of you buy it, but the moment you reserve it, you have to pay money. You have to fork out some sort of cash or your credit card. You have to pay for it. 그때는 예매하다. Okay, so the point here is whether or not you pay or you do not pay. Okay, so it simply explains both words easily. 예매하다, 예약하다 with one word, and that is whether or not you pay or not. And so if you pay it is 예매하다. If you don't pay it, generally it means 예약하다. Okay? Alright, I hope this explains. Alright, it's a very simple explanation. If you know the Hanja character, the Hanja meaning behind it, it's very easy to differentiate both meanings. Alright, but if you don't, that's fine. Okay, we will learn along the way, and that's where I'm here to help you. Alright, if you find this video useful and helpful, alright, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any words that you are confused with, let me know and I'll make a video to explain them in detail for you. Alright, see you in the next video. Bye!